And welcome back to episode 2 of Borderlands 2. I'm just collecting this quest from last time. Ooh, I've got a shield now. That's exciting.
This town used to have a spectacular, though, Captain.
We'll accept that. Yeah, so I saw that you would tell you some life stories. I told you like a brief story about high school.
I see no reason that wild bully
Suppose I'll go into some old memories. So I don't know if any of you have ever seen the oh, if you guys saw that and you're really confused by that mouse 5 button to melee, that's because I have a Razer Death Adder mouse. So it has 2 side buttons by the thumb, and one of them I have set to grenade, and one of them I have set to melee. So that's why that's a thing. This guy is punching the crap out of me. There we go. So yeah, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the movie Hangover, but way back in the day, it was around the time, I believe, Hangover 2 came out. Which again, for some people that's not that long ago. For me, it feels like a long time ago. So Borderlands 2 Hangover 2 came out, and I had seen the first Hangover. Now that I've gotten older, and this is going to make me sound senile, I'm not a huge fan of the humor style of Hangover, but at the time, I thought it was the funniest thing. Yeah, now I gotta run up this hill. Anyway, it was around my seventh grade in grade school, middle school, whatever you want to call it. For those of you that don't know, college is the United States way of saying university for everywhere else that has university. In case that needed to be clarified, that's where I'm at currently. But in grade school, middle school, whatever... Oh, I missed the switch. Grade school, middle school, whatever you want to call it, 7th grade, I was going to... Oh, now I gotta open it. I got a message from a friend, and at this point I was still not used to... I hadn't really gotten a whole lot of friends that were in... oh, shotgun midgets. I hate these guys. Punch him. Perfect. Oh, I'm sorry. I got my... I had my focus face on there for a second. I'm afraid I'm gonna die. Oh, there goes my shield. Lit him on fire.
Of course, I forgot. The safe house power box stopped working after Claptrap attacked it.
Alright, I am now low on health. Yeah. So, got invited over to a friend's house, which I hadn't gone to, You wanna stop? Oh, that was a grenade that hit me in the face! So yeah, I went to a friend's house. First, like, time I'd ever really been invited over to somebody's house. Like, I'd been invited to birthday parties before, but this was one of the few times I'd been like, oh, hey, you want to, come over this weekend because we're both not doing anything? Oh, what was that pistol? This one, which is better in every possible way, except I can't use it yet because I'm not level 4. I'm close. Very close to level 4. We're gonna go try and fight some guys. Anyway, invited me over. We ended up watching Hangover 2, which is like where this whole story, why I brought that movie up. Anyway, so we're watching Hangover 2, and I was like, so this is what it's like to like have a friend and go hang out at their house and all that good stuff. So I was like super excited. So the next weekend I invited this person over to my house along with a couple other guys, and we ended up watching Hangover 1. And that's when we like formed our wolf pack, kind of. That's what we called it. We were 7th graders, so what, 12, 13? Definitely not a movie we should have been watching, but it's fine. This guy. Oh, I'm shooting a flag. You're gonna die. And you threw a grenade at me. Okay, he's dead. I need to shoot that fuse box.
There's a fuse on the other side of that electric fence. Just
Oh boy, that's a good gun.
Take damage if you go fast enough.
Oh, I got a scope on it too. And that's the rarity of the guns. So anyway, they come over the next weekend. We watch Hangover 1.
In a Brewster's power box, and you'll be able to ride the elevator.
Come on over here, guys. Alright. Oh, that should not. I did not want that to one-shot him. No. Sorry. For one of the missions, I have to punch these guys to death. Like the last hit has to be a punch, which is really not working when I'm dying. Well. No, come back here, you. Perfect.
Turning riposte. Now collect the fur. In addition to making for a spec, that sample will do admirably. Find me a
Ooh, that was a
Ford
good
if
pistol as well. Anyway. So yeah, they came over. Damn it. We formed our little wolf pack. And from that, we continued to add like, we call them like more members to the wolf pack, but in reality we just kind of got better, or we got more friends.
Why don't you bring it to me instead of Hammerlock?
Originally I think I was the guy that like everybody was like, oh.
the bullymong fur you're collecting.
So, Hammerlock wants to give you a sniper rifle. I laugh at his offer. Ha! If you bring me the fur, I'll give you a badass shotgun I found in the hands of a dead vault hunter. It's really fresh. You can still smell the sadness on it.
No offense, Claptrap. I'm really not feeling the sadness today. That and I find sniper rifles in this game to be so much more useful than shotguns. So yeah, we slowly began to add members, and we had, goodness, if I remember correctly, we had
Got the elevator working, have you? Great. Now simply ascend to a safe house and buy a sheep.
108?
A sizable hub for the resistance until everyone
No, that's
heard
not
the
right.
Hyperion army approaching and fled to sanctuary.
Or is it? Yeah, 208. No. It was, anyway, it wasn't until we had at least 2 people in the group get together every weekend from that day until the end of it was right around the time we got our license that we accidentally broke our streak. We didn't like intend for us not to hang out.
Yeah,
it just
I'm
kind
pretty
of
good.
happened.
Well done. Now if you could return to life.
And that was like, I don't know if sad's the right word. It was sad.
This frigid glacier.
In like the scheme of things, it wasn't that big of a deal because it's life. It happens. You are bound at some point in your life, no matter how close you are with people, to have either a falling out or a miscommunication or something. And there's no fall damage in this game, just so you know. That's why I didn't care about jumping off that thing. But So like I wasn't like. It was sad at the time because I was like, "Oh, we lost our streak," and like it's the same kind of thing as a Snapchat streak. And I forgot how much this girl yells when she takes damage. That's gonna get obnoxious. I may have to turn voice volumes down for the character. But hey, it's the Helios space station. Yeah. So, and like in hindsight, right now. I maybe talked to one of the 11 guys that were in that group. We started at 2 people, me and one other guy, and we ended up at 11 by the end of our senior year. Actually, it might have been more than that. So I think there were some people who we lost like along the way, like they moved to our school and then moved away from our school, kind of a deal. There's a couple other guys. They ended up all over the place. One of them is actually currently, if I remember correctly, is in jail. Just one of those things where, like, in 7th grade, you don't see that coming. But, like, as the years dragged on, I kind of saw that it was a thing. It was gonna happen. Like, when it happened, I wasn't, like, shocked. A little surprised, but not much. Surprised on how, I should say. But not overly blown away or anything like that. It wasn't like I was How about use starstruck for that? That is not the analogy or wordage that I wanted to use to describe me being surprised or lack thereof for somebody going to jail. Where is that? There it is.
We've hijacked the train that runs through the dust. If all goes well, we should get to Sanctuary in a day's time. Hyperion hasn't diverted any troops from New Haven to pursue us.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting because people always say hindsight's 20/20, which it is, because you can look back and view everything going on around that time and everything that happened since.
She was a lieutenant in the Crimson Raiders.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk to you.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass than he deserves. Would you like to do battle with a midget riding piggyback on a bullymong? The answer is yes. Please proceed to the southern shelf and
anyway, I am going to continue grabbing Helen Pierce's echo logs. Next one's here. Perfect.
Hey everybody. How are you?
But yeah, it's really interesting because a lot of those guys I thought, oh, we're gonna be like friends for life. One of them even spent like the entire summer at my house between junior and senior year. Cause we're both captains on the football team, and we were. Sorry, I'm waiting for the cutscene.
What happened to your freaking face?
So yeah, and like we called each other like brother, and like not like the Hulk Hogan style. Oh, hey, brother. No, it was more of like we actually thought of each other in that way because we had spent so much time together, and we'd even gotten in trouble together too. But that's a different story for a different time. Yeah.
Okay, how about this?
Oh,
Lady,
cutscene.
I don't even know what to call you. You tell me why you look like you headbutted a belt sander, and I'll let all you go right now.
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring. The pearl released hunger-inducing pheromones.
Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I just forgive me. Where's your husband now?
He's dead.
That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least.
Here's the last one. I wanted to finish that thought from earlier. Yeah, we thought we were all going to be so close, and I know a lot of those guys still talk to each other. It was more of a, I had a difference of opinion from them, and now I don't even live in the same town as them because I moved to college, and when I went to college, I now stay up here full time. Which college is a whole nother experience, and I'll probably get into college later on in Borderlands. I want to stick mostly to the middle high school, growing up years at this one, doing work in the other years. But probably talk a little bit about football here in this one too, just because it was such a big part of my high school years. I played from 6th grade all the way up to senior year. And you make some memories and some friendships in that too. And I'll occasionally talk to some of the guys that I played football with, more so than the guys that I actually hung out with in my free time, which is kind of a strange concept to me. But I really do. Yeah. So the moral of what I was talking about today, or point I was trying to get across is, people are going to come into and out of your life. I believe the best way it was said is, people will come into and out of your life, but the best people will leave footprints in your heart. Kind of saying that, like, you're going to have memories of everybody who comes into and out of your life, but the real memories are the ones where the people, they bring back the emotions. Like, I can remember things that I can't remember what I was feeling, but the things where I start to feel the way I felt when that happened, those are the real feeling, or the real memories.
Did you see your head? It was like, oh my god. Wilhelm, kill these savages. Understood.
Handsome Jack killed her, did he? Shame. A real shame. Please return the echoes to me whenever you are capable of doing so.
Oh, that's how that works. I was unsure of how the... Perfect. That was a fast reload on this melee one. Yeah, so it's really interesting to, like, look back, and even now, like, I've thought about some of these things, but I've never, like, expressed them out loud, so getting to verbalize what I'm thinking about them out loud. But yeah, that is it for this episode. If you're interested in this, if you liked this video, obviously like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Leave a comment. Feedback is always wonderful. If you want to see more, subscribe. I post Minecraft Ultra Hardcore on Mondays. I post Ark on Wednesdays and other stuff every other day of the week. So if you want to follow up on this series, see you next week. You probably won't. Next week will be my spring break, I think, if I'm uploading this when I plan to upload it. So this is all pre-recorded content, just because as a college student I have to record as much as I can when I have free time. That way I can get it out to you guys so that you guys have something to watch every day. So I'll be out of state. I'll still have videos going up, hopefully, assuming I can preset the upload time. If not, then you'll just get you'll get double uploads on when I get back. That's if I don't get a laptop before then. If I get a laptop, then I can really make sure they all go up, but there's no guarantee. I might be able to do it from borrow friends. But yeah, that was it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a great night, day, whatever time it is for you. Have a great life. Actually, that sounds more like a threat than a thing. You know what I meant. And I'll talk to y'all later.